Hey Adam, how are you doing, man? It's Andy Bonds. Just wanted to shoot an idea over your way. I was talking to your brother last week when I was getting my eyes looked at and sharing with him some of the stuff that I do for another business that I own called Foundation First Media, where I do online and digital marketing consulting. And you guys may be already doing some of these things, but I wasn't sure, so wanted to run it past you just in case I can help. Um, I always like to take one. I'm working with another real estate agent in the Wausau area, and I did something like this for him, and it was very helpful. So I wanted to do it for you. Wanted to take an example of a property that you have that might be a little bit more difficult to market because of the price point that it's at, or any property really. But this is the first one that was on your website. Anyway, so I wanted to show you kind of some of the things that I could do. So this is obviously the property is $1.7 million. So a luxury property, and there's going to be a certain audience or customer base that could afford or purchase this type thing. So I use Facebook ads because they can be very targeted, and I'll show you why. So Facebook has the ability, because it has about 1.7 billion users on it. It collects a lot of different data. They give that to their advertisers, where you can use that as targeting for to advertise your business and properties associated with your real estate company. So for this property, what I would do is I would basically take and target it around the cities, target around Chicago. So this ad would go to Chicago, Madison, Milwaukee. I threw in Palm Springs just to kind of give an example. You can go anywhere over the United States or over the country for that matter. And then Wausau here, and they're all 25-mile radius that can all be adjusted. You could even do the entire United States if you wanted to, but then you can get really targeted based off of a lot of different demographics, so age, gender, even what language they speak if you wanted to. This is the really interesting detailed targeting stuff that you can play with. So this one I threw a few out there. So this is people that have expressed interest in one of the following when they're on the internet. And Facebook tracks all these things, which is really interesting and a little bit creepy too. But but that's okay because they open it up to everybody and they don't get person specific. So anyway, so basically this ad would go to anybody who has expressed interest on the internet via search on Google or Facebook, or just basically their general interest on Facebook in Boulder Junction or Land O'Lakes or Manitowish Waters or Minocqua or Saint Germain or Vilas County. But this is the really interesting part where you can get very specific on income demographics that you're targeting. So this states that it must also match at least one of the following criteria. So this is kind of ORs, and it has to match one of these things. So someone who earns over $250,000 a year, those are those three different things, and somebody that has a net worth of $1 million or more. And those are the targeting of those two things that would hit. And based off of these criteria, you would be able to get this property in front of about 3,000 people. If you look at over here in these areas with what you wanted to spend. And you can spend as little as you want. You could spend $5 or $10 or $15 or whatever. The more you spend, the more eyeballs you get it in front of, really. And anyway, so just wanted to kind of show some of the capabilities that I can help with. This is part of one of the services that I'm offering to real estate companies. I wanted to run it past you because I know you and thought it might be of value. So anyway, if you have any questions or I could be of any help, just give me a call or shoot me an email back. So hopefully you're doing well, enjoying your family time in your summer this summer, and I'll look forward to hearing back from you.